a long stretch of being on the road, we finally arrived and pulled in to Tanglewood Park. Located just outside of Winston-Salem, North Carolina, Tanglewood is a massive 1,100-acre park with a little bit of everything: lakes, gardens, golf courses, horseback riding, mountain biking,
the trail,
and miles of trails winding through the woods, and a dog park.
Like how pretty green the trees are.
Tucked away inside all of that is Tanglewood RV Campground. 44 full hookup sites here. One of the things that we really liked about this campground is how it's somewhat removed from all the busier parts of the park, but it still puts you close to the trails and all of those amenities literally right outside of your door. So after we settled in, we kept the afternoon really simple, just us, the pups, and just explored a little bit of the park. So we grabbed the pups and headed out onto the multi-use trail. This trail system is pretty perfect for a day like this. It's wide, it's paved, shaded in some places, but it will be shared by walkers, runners, and cyclists. The horses are not allowed on these trails.
Macy's trying to take the mountain bike trail. It's right in this wood right there. I'd be curious if she ever did that. I wish she would. I'm not a mountain biker by any means. It's death waiting to happen to me. Right, Steph?
Just a broken
At least something broke. Something broke. Or breaking.
There are several miles of trails throughout Tanglewood, so you can really make a walk as short or as long as you want. Today we kept it simple and just let the dogs set the pace. After getting a good walk in, we headed back to the camper and made a quick snack and then took a little break. If you know anything about sausage dip, for 3 simple ingredients, sometimes it hits the spot. I had to step out to run a few errands, and that's when the weather decided to completely change plans on us. I could see the storm building, but by the time I realized how bad it was going to get, it was already here. Wind picked up, the rain came down, and before long, our worst nightmare.
Alright, well, this isn't a campfire horror story, but it kind of is, because we just had our first really bad storm where Steph and me and the pups, we lost power. We just got our fans and a couple of lights. Thankfully, we had a lot of stuff already charged for this exact thing, and we knew that some, this stuff happens, but not too crazy. Thankfully, it's cleared up a bit now, but the rain came, dropped some trees and stuff. And I guess the other good thing is a lot of the people left, so there's not many campers still here, but a few of us still are. Some trees and limbs and stuff are down, so I'm gonna get out here now that the kind of clouds have cleared and the bad storm looks like it's gone, and see if anyone, well, I don't know if you heard the thunder there, but we caught the tail edge of it, so it should be moving through pretty quick, and then hopefully they get power back up for us pretty quick. So go take a peek and make sure everyone else is okay that's still here, and then yeah, always a first. And that's our first power loss slash scary storm. We've been caught in multiple storms already, wind storms, torrential downpours, and I think we've had 2 of our first thunderstorms have been since we've been here, right?
I don't know. We for sure had one, but this was the scariest.
This one was scary, yeah, because I was like
pitch black.
Yeah,
I'm
it was.
trying to get stuff in the camper when Matt's trying to get back.
I'm trying to get back. I'm running
It's
errands.
Like knocking everything over.
The lady at Home Depot's like, "Where are you going, honey?" Because like the storm's coming, and I was like, "Well, I got other." And she's like, "You better get back to wherever you're going." So I had to rush back down to the pups. Huge tree limb
fall off over there as I was trying to pull stuff in.
Yeah, we threw everything in back of the truck right when I got here.
And in the camper.
And in the camper. Let me see if you can see it. All these boxes and stuff here got thrown in because, like, well, I told Steph, I was like, should I try and come back now or what? So, yeah. So hopefully it's over with, and then power kicks back on here in just a sec. But we're just going to hang with the pups, and yeah, everybody's okay. It looks like everybody outside is okay. I think the camper across from us may have taken a limb to the front of theirs, but looks like everyone's good and up and moving, so that's all we can ask for right now. All right, you see our power watchdog surge protector is off. So if you lift these things up, a lot of them, depending on which ones they are, this one has, let's see if I can rest that there, a 20 on this side that was off. This is the 30 and this is the 50, so it's the full hookup. So I'm on 30, but I've swapped the 20 on. So what's going to happen is when the power comes back on, because I have the 20 on, there is a light that comes on and lights up through here. So I've turned this one on and the one right beside us, so that way as soon as this pops back on with the light, I'll know we're back with power, and I'll come make sure everything's good with surge protector, and then we'll get everything back on inside the camper. A couple of smaller limbs on our side, a couple of bigger ones on the other side, but yeah, everyone seems to be okay. Looks like the car across from us did take a slight hit, but just like kind of rolled into it more so than it did land on it. Oh man, I hope my seal held up on my camera. I just did that. So hopefully that held up and it dried in time. It should have. I did it this morning. So, and it's like 6-7 o'clock right now. So Steph very smartly laid the bikes down so they wouldn't tumble. Tuck those things in there so they wouldn't blow away. The rest of the stuff we kind of shoved underneath of Lady Willaby, and then the rest is in the camper like Steph said. So yeah, I think we're okay. Looks like it's clearing up, but first time for everything, and I feel like we're getting a lot of first time for everything's out really early, so I guess I'll take it. Scariest one by far, but again, we're good. So we're just gonna sit and wait now until power's back. Still waiting for the power to come back on. Got a fan pulling in the air. Just ran like errands. It's just like stuff. It's like, I feel, is camping just like a back and forth of like just moving all of your crap from one point to another? But I guess I'm just thankful that the power going out happened later in the evening, so at least it's cool and we can pull this cool air in. And of course, like, Macy has not been feeling that great, so like Steph was up 4 or 5 times throughout the night to take her out because her stomach's been hurting, so we had to just boiled some chicken for her, so got her some food, and we're trying to like relax a little bit and cool down before we get our food. But yeah, I mean, it's 79 degrees in here right now. It actually doesn't feel terrible, but hopefully the power gets kicked back on. Duke Energy said that, what'd they say, Steph? 12:59 a.m. is the estimated. And what time is it now? 8 p.m., sorry. So hopefully it's faster than that, and hopefully it's back up by tomorrow because we are working. So yeah, let's hope they get it together. I don't trust Duke Energy by any of their estimates, so hopefully they over deliver on this one. I know that's rare for them, but yeah, we'll keep at it. Exactly why I said I don't trust Duke Energy. 13 hours later, 14 hours later, still like 30-something thousand people without power near Winston-Salem. I don't know what to do. This is where it's like the generator may be a necessity sooner rather than later. But thankfully we're near family, so we're going to go to Steph's mom's so we can work and do all those things. We're on battery right now. Still at 2/3 battery. We went all night, unplugged everything. Thankfully had our camping fans and it was somewhat cool. It only got down to like 75 in here, but we had our fans and stuff, so that helped. But I don't know. I mean, Steph made a good point this morning when we were at the coast and we're out kind of like in the middle of nowhere, Jones Onslow. There wasn't one time over our entire tenure there that a power outage lasted longer than a few hours. And I know there's less people there, but you would think in a major metropolis area that you could get your power back within I mean, the first original announcement was supposed to be like 6 hours or something, which I think is insane. But at this point, we're going on 13, 14. Still no power. So yeah, we got to go try to sneak down somewhere so we can work, and hopefully it does get back on at some point before this battery dies. And if not, we're going to have to look at swapping a spot, or we go pick up a generator. So good luck to us.